Right guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, you can see I purchased this watch on the 9th of February 2019. I've just not got around to reviewing it, but today we're going to be reviewing this Casio F-91W Retro Classic watch. Now this watch is #1 bestseller on Amazon.co.uk. Don't believe me? Have a look at this. Amazon best sellers rank in watches #1. See top 100 in watches, and as you can see there clearly it says #1 Casio collection unisex adult F-91W watch from £7.99, and it's the #1 best selling watch. So right guys, let's get this video review started. So guys, you've seen it with your own two eyes. The F-91W Casio watch is the #1 best selling watch on Amazon.co.uk. Now this watch, I have to say, brings back a bit of nostalgia to myself. The millennial generation, you won't know what it was like to experience this watch back in the days. This watch is an absolutely true classic. Now I remember my school friends wearing this watch. I remember the PE teacher wearing this watch. And you know, throughout my life I have seen people wearing this watch. Right back, you know, to 20 years ago. Right back until, you know, like 2 years ago, or maybe 5 months ago, something like that. I've always seen the F-91W watch just pop up randomly on people's wrists. So yeah, I thought I'd buy one myself, and then I discovered, as you've seen, that it is the #1 best selling watch on Amazon. Now I bought this back in February in 2019, but I've only just got around now to reviewing it. So let's begin. Where do we start? Well, first of all, let's start by the straps. Have a look at them straps. Them straps are just so thin. Would you agree? They are thin straps. I mean, let me just put this on my wrist and then I will show you what it looks like. Okay, give me a second guys. Okay, so now I have got the strap on my wrist. Guys, look how thin that strap is. You see that? You see how thin that strap is? Now, if you remember in my previous video, I done a review of the T1 Tactical Smartwatch, also known as the Tact Watch. Well, guess what, guys? I have that watch here. Have a look at the size of the straps on the Tact Watch. Okay, so compare them straps to that strap. So we'll do a comparison. If I just set this on next to it, and if I tighten it up, then have a look. You will see, have a look how thick the Tact watch straps is compared to the Casio F-91W. You see, they're massive compared to the F-91W. So let's have a look at the Casio watch G-Shock. Okay, so that's the Tact one, which I'm having problems getting off. There we go. So that's the Tact one. So this is another Casio watch. It's the Casio G-Shock. Okay, so have a look at the straps on the G-Shock. So if we again put it side by side, we can see that these straps still make the Casio F-91W straps look small. You see that, guys? So again, going back, the F-91W watch has got very thin straps. Now moving on, have a look at the face of this watch. Now the face of this watch is just so simple, but I love the way how it presents all the information that you require. You can see that we have the day, we have the date, and we have the time. Speaking as a security officer, what more can you want? If I need to write statements and I need to figure out, what day it is, what time it is, because I don't know if you know, if you've worked as a security officer, okay, then you basically lose track of time. What I mean by that? Well, because you work in so many hours, you don't actually know what time it is, or what day it is, because everything just seems the same because you're working as a security officer. So again, having, this information presented on a watch like this is awesome. So if an incident had happened and you go to write a statement, then you simply look at the watch, there's the day, there's the date, and there's the time. What more could you want? So again, I love the way the information is presented on the F-91W watch. It's a classic retro watch that has, and this is the thing, millennials, the millennial generation, you're not going to know what it's like to struggle when, it was pitch black and you're trying to tell the time. But with the Casio F-91W, that's exactly what we had to do, because half the light illuminates on the watch itself. So as you can see, if I press up here, half of the left hand side illuminates, whilst the other half of the side basically stays a bit dark. Now there's a watch manufacturer, I think they're called Scheme, something like that, but they basically have done an updated version of this watch, and they have two green lights either side. But the thing is with Scheme constantly copies Casio watches. So yeah, let's get back on track. So as we can see, that's what the light does look like. And back in the days, many years ago, you'd be looking at that, trying to read the other half of the screen. That's basically one of the traits of the Casio F91 watch. Now moving on, let's have a look at the modes of this watch. So if we press this button here, then we will see that it takes us over onto the alarm mode. If we press the button again, then we go on to the stopwatch. If we press this button, then we will be starting the stopwatch, and then press it again, we will stop it. To reset the stopwatch, we would press the light button, and then if we press the mode button, we will move on back to the date, day and time again. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting watch is this, because here's a little secret what not many people do know. But if you actually hold this button in here for 3 seconds, then it will pop up and it will read Casio, and that's how you know that this is a true Casio watch. Okay, and another thing what people don't know, but basically if you hold all 3 buttons together, then it will bring up all the icons on the watch itself. Now to the millennials, that's not going to mean much, but to us back in the days, that was a big buzz. That was a bit like having a Nokia phone and being able to scroll down in text messages and see animated texts. So that meant a lot to us, our generation. But yeah, let's finish this video off, guys. Would I recommend this watch? Well, guys, look, it's the best selling watch on Amazon. So do I really have to say any more? This Casio F91W is the best selling watch on Amazon. It's strong, it's light, it's waterproof, water resistant, it's water resistant. It has a built-in alarm. Guys, go for it. If you don't have one of these, buy them. Best selling watch on Amazon. I'm happy with it. Right guys, see y'all in the next video.